Hi there, it's Sam from Pootles.co.uk. Thank you very much for joining me today. Thank you for joining me in SpringWatch. 14 days of video projects coming out back to back that are focusing on the spring catalogue and also some of the celebration products. And today we're focusing on Birthday Bash speciality paper, and it's a folded treat bag. So I'm going to tell you the speciality part, which is the paper. This one doesn't show it, but this one does. Two of the sheets in the pack, they come with gold foil. So it's this one here with the balloons and then a sprinkle, one that looks like sprinkles, like hundreds and thousands. And this, as you can see, folds flat, so you could make loads of these goodie bags in advance. And then you open it up like that. Goodies inside. Pinch it closed again at the top and clip it. Then you give one of these to all of your guests. So being a mum to 4 little boys, lots of goodie bags for parties. So you need a piece of paper that is 8 by 12 inches, which is 30.5 by 20 centimetres. And the first score we're actually going to do is on the bottom part. Normally I say, on the long side, but this time around I'm going to go on the short side, and you need what is going to be the bottom of your bag to the left. And you score it at 2 inches, which is 5 centimetres. Then turn it round. And we're going to do full scores, because we've got part scores in there, but we're going to do full scores at 2 inches. Where are we? 5 3/4, 7 3/4, and 11.5 inches, which is 5, 14.5, 19.5, and 29. And then we're going to do part scores down to about the 5-inch mark-ish, kind of, at 1 inch, which is 2.5 centimetres. And at 6 3/4, which is 17 centimetres. So again down to that mark. Okay, but only part scores, not all the way down. So now we're going to fold and burnish these score lines. Not the part scores, ignore those for the minute. This is a bag that, to get the fold flat, you really would want to be doing this in paper, because we're not working with score lines when we're going to make it fold flat. We're going to work with brute force and ignorance. No, not brute force and ignorance at all, but kind of our own hands are going to be forming the score lines. So folded all of those. These ones, these part scores, fold them in the opposite direction, just to start them going. Not all the way to the bottom, because obviously there is no end, but just at the top. And then we're going to trim some parts off it. I'll find my big scissors. Thump the tripod on the way. So let me see which side. Oh, you can see the plain side best of all. Little skinny section here, get rid of that, and then cut straight up these score lines. Ooh, I wibbled there. Oops, Daisy. So yes, we have 4 little boys who all have birthdays, obviously, having 4 sons. 2 in April, 1 the last day of July, and 1 the first day of September. So we have them in pairs. Hopefully I could have children that birthdays were in pairs. Okay, so I'm going to put some adhesive down here. I'm going to use snail because it's paper to paper. Paper to paper, use snail. Anything else, use sticky strip or fuse. Fold in the bottom half, so that's these parts here, and this is the back, and then put some more adhesive on this part. And that's going to fold up the front. And then pinch in these sides, and you need to get a bit of a hold on the top, because you're going to keep pushing all the way down, and at a point in time, and you will feel it, you can't push anymore. So I'm at about that mark. You get hold of this bit, and you just go, you have to be brave. And let me see if I can move my hands out of the way. I'm going to do this upside down. What I'm doing is I'm pushing there with my fingers to make that. So I've made my own score line there. So you can see the mark that I've brought it down to. And when you push it shut, and you can go over it with a bone folder. That is how you make a fold flat bag. So the score line that I've now created is on the back of the box, I still have a perfectly smooth front, and I've got little triangle peaks there. And easy fold for storage. Love it. Okay, let me put that to one side. I'm going to do some quick stamping because it's, you know, little boy's birthday. They don't want flowers and stuff like that. They just want bright and they want fun. Obviously, you could switch it up for girls. You could maybe pull out the pink. I've got the Celebration stamp set. Simply wonderful. Free with a £45 order. Loads of people very kindly commented on my last video to let everybody know what the minimum order was in the various different countries. My brain isn't that good to remember. So feel free to comment again. This was Bermuda Bay, I'm so sorry, which is this one here, this colour here. It's Old Olive, I think, or maybe Mossy Meadow, that's the green. And then Calypso Coral and other colours. Decorative label punch. Goes perfectly round that. And again, thinking of my little boys, they don't want sponged up edges, but you know, they do like a bit of sparkle. I think it's probably because my eldest is not quite 12 yet. So I've got the 2-inch punch, which is a new one that came out in the annual catalogue in the summer. Dazzling Diamonds glimmer paper. And have some dimensionals on this. Oh, I've needed to staple first. So I've got these new pom-pom trim. What's it actually officially called? Oh, it is called pom-pom trim, which is in Calypso Coral, which is one of these colours. I don't know, how much do I want? I don't know, maybe about 10 pom-poms. Trim those off. Little handheld stapler, which is brilliant. Love this thing. And I'm going to staple across this part here, sort of between them. There we go, that's attached. And I've got the Bermuda Bay sequin trim. You could leave this off for a boy. I decided to go for it. And actually it will hook around a pom-pom. You don't need to staple this one on. You can if you want. But it will perfectly hook around one of these and then not fall off. And I know it won't fall off because this bag has been sat on my desk for about 4 days. So I had to suddenly stop filming on, well, when I was due to film, and it sat there. And lots of little boys came and investigated what was inside Mummy's bag. So, trust me, I know it doesn't come off. And then onto the front. And then just to close it up, I've got some mini metallic clothes pegs. I've got gold, I've got an excess of gold. But of course we have gold in the background, so it makes sense. And that is my fold flat bag that you open up and fill with goodies. Love it. I love anything with easy storage, so I hope you do too. And I look forward to making lots of these for my little boys and their birthday parties. Anyway, thank you very much for joining me. Bye.